I grew up in a church home. My parents were very involved in church, and I was third generation in the church. My grandparents helped start the church, and so my father helped start the youth group. That's where my parents met, was in the youth group, and so that was my life. That's all I knew was church and family and all that stuff. And then this amazing woman came along, and
so Scott and I met each other in the 8th grade. So he's actually the person that brought me to youth group.
Yeah.
I found God in the 8th grade because he took me to youth group because we were, so in love in the 8th grade.
God guided us together, and our kind of life together started there, and now we're been married for 12 years and 4 kids later. And recently, like 4 years ago, I was serving at a church, at our home church where I grew up in, and I was working in the youth. I was helping out with that, and I was a youth leader, and it was just a really bad environment, really, really rough. Was not getting any support from the pastor or any of that stuff, and we were just really dry and empty, and just spiritually dead. We had stopped showing up to Sunday services for almost a year.
Yeah.
Just because there was just so much animosity and but I wanted to fulfill my commitment to the youth pastor, and I wanted to finish off the school year.
And that relationship
as a
was
leader,
strong.
and
it just was.
Yeah, the relationship between me and the youth pastor was really strong. I mean, he married us, and I look up to him as a mentor. He's why I got into youth ministry, and so I spoke to the youth pastor, and he's like, you're not getting fed here, and I think that you need to listen to God and seek and just kind of seek Him out and see where He takes you. And so we were very afraid to kind of go out and find another church because we're like, well, we don't know anybody. We just went through something really traumatic. We didn't really want to do that again. So we kind of just sat and listened to God for a while, and then finally we had some friends that were going here to the North Gate and said, hey, you should come out and check it out. As soon as we walked in, we were just like, wow, we just felt God here.
You could definitely tell there was.
But we still had our guard up. So for a few years, we kind of just were showing up and weren't really doing anything. We were just showing up and trying to heal and repair things.
God was slowly just in our head, like, okay, guys, like, I'm showing up for you. I'm here for you. What's the next step? Like, step out in faith for me. And we were just so scared to just take that step. How do we get plugged in and
involved? And
what are we going to do? And so we knew we really wanted to do Rooted, but we were just like, we just don't have time. We have too many kids.
So many excuses. Always an excuse.
I just can't do it.
We wanted to make a dramatic change that would affect our family, affect our spiritual relationship, affect our marriage, and we
fought it.
Yeah.
It would be like too glorious to say that we were like, let's just pick it up and go.
No, we did the whole we'll just do church online. Yeah, we'll just whatever. We'll YouTube church or whatever. And
it wasn't working.
It wasn't. Yeah. It was not working. And so we were like, okay, we're going to trust God. We're going to just surrender this and step out in faith, and we're going to do it. And it was probably one of the most amazing experiences that we've ever done. For me, growing up in church, I've never experienced Christ on that level. Being able to go through that experience with her and our spiritual relationship and our marriage to kind of just grow stronger and deeper through all that. And it goes back to, a lot of the sermons and a lot of things that are talked about in church is when you surrender to Christ, when you just let go and allow Him to use you like He has designed you, and not having that control anymore. It's tough for both of us. But it's in those moments that He does amazing and beautiful things.
And as a result, at the end of it, we're feeling a huge tug, like, let's make a community group out of this. And so we were like, let's be the ones that do it.
Let's be leaders. So, be community group leaders. And so
where we're at now. So
yeah.
This is how God designed us to be. Like, God designed us to be in community with people.
Right.